Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and this is one of our new pre-owned vehicles. So it is a 2015 911 Carrera 4S. And what that means is it has the more powerful motor over the non-S model, and the 4 means that it's an all-wheel drive car. So for 2015, it used a 3.8 liter naturally aspirated flat 6, making 400 horsepower. In 2017 is when they switched to the turbo motors, which gave you a little bit more torque, but people really like these ones for just the naturally aspirated sound and more kind of linear power delivery. So these ones have been pretty sought after lately. But let me break down a little bit about this one in particular. So starting with the outside, color obviously black, and it is just the standard regular black as opposed to the metallic one. And then wheels are the standard Carrera S wheel with the silver finish, and then they added the colored crests in the center there. Going around to the back, they did a few things back there. One, the clear tail lights. They would have been kind of red otherwise, but they optioned this one to be clear and did the model designation delete, so it doesn't tell you back there that it is a Carrera 4S. It just says Porsche on it and leaves the rest to be unmentioned. I should mention though just a couple of aesthetic things if you're not aware. With the 4s, you get the light bar that connects the two tail lights, and this year they were a little bit wider than the two-wheel drive cars, so it gives it a little bit more presence in my opinion, and I think the light bar looks really good at night. Also in the back, the rear wiper, which you don't see all the time. It is nice when they get a little bit wet to have that option to wipe them, and not all of them have it, so something unique about this one. Some other stuff that I noticed outside would be like the glass roof, so it's got the full glass sunroof, and it opens a fair bit. It's not just a fixed glass, it actually does open. And then, as sometimes happens with the pre-owned ones, you get a little bit of added value in that this one already has the 3M film protection, right? So right up to the top of the hood, it's wrapped in protective film. Down the whole side fender here is wrapped as well, and the side mirrors as well. So nicely protected. If you do actually want to get out there and drive it, you don't have to be so worried about every little rock chip. It can take a bit of a beating without showing it. Moving to the inside, the full black leather, which I really like. So it's not just your seats that are leather, so is the full dashboard on top as well as below. Your glove box, all that stuff is fully leather wrapped, and so are the doors. That makes it feel a lot more premium in there than, in my opinion, than it does otherwise. And then some other options that we've got. So this one has the Premium Plus package, which I always recommend. There's a few kind of must-have items in there, such as the entry and drive, so you don't have to take your keys out of your pocket to unlock the car, or to start it, you don't have to plug the keys into the dash. You just touch the door handle to unlock the car, and then turn the ignition switch inside, leaving your key in your pocket. Handy thing to have. And again, not all of them are optioned with it. The seats are both heated and cooled with that package. And this one's got the 14-way adjustable seat, so you get the thigh extension on the bottom, power adjustable, and the 4-way lumbar support as well. This is probably the most popular seat. In addition to that, this one will have the Bose audio, so a pretty meaningful sound upgrade there. Definitely a box worth ticking. And then we did we didn't do, I should say, the previous owner, but the rear view camera on here and the sensors front and rear. Which is just another, I think, kind of must-have. What else have we got here? Oh, the PDLS, the Porsche Dynamic Lighting System. So these headlights will turn with the steering wheel. They'll look further down the road as you speed up to just give you kind of a better, long-range view. And then, excuse me as I reference my cheat sheet over here. The Sport Chrono package. So you have, with all the cars, you have the Sport button. You press that, sharper throttle response, later shifts, things like that. When you get the Sport Chrono, you get a Sport Plus mode, which just dials that up even to a further level and gives you the launch control. So if you want to get that perfect kind of race start off the line and make sure you beat the guy beside you, this has that. And with the PDK, it's quite robust. You can use that system again and again. They say it's good for over 9,000 launches before it actually starts to show any wear. So pretty cool option to have. And then that also gives you the stopwatch on the dash, which honestly people don't use too much, but it's kind of cool anyways. So nice to see that. And then the heated and multifunction steering wheel. So rather than having to control things, you've got a little screen. You have your tachometer in the center of your kind of gauges there, and then the second on beside that, you have a screen, and you can look at navigation or change radio stations, make phone calls, things like that. Without the multifunction wheel, you're controlling that through a stalk that comes off of the steering column, and it works okay. But the multifunction wheel is much better. You've got the rollers on the wheel to use to control that. So this has that. And then as part of that multifunction wheel, you also get the heating on the steering wheel, which is super nice to have, even if you're not going to drive the car in the winter. Even on those colder days, heated steering wheel is just a really nice thing. So I think that about sums up the options on this one. Really nicely appointed car. Isn't missing anything. People often ask, what's this one missing? Nothing. It's definitely got all the important stuff. But then a little bit more on the history of this one. So it is a local single owner car. We sold it new, and then the previous owner just recently traded it in on a new one. So it's got a nice clean history. Only just over 39,000 kilometers, so hardly used really in the 4 or 5 years that it's been on the road. And then of course, when we bring it in, we certify it. So it goes through our inspection and reconditioning process, which is really quite meticulous. Porsche standards are pretty high, but this car came through and needed almost nothing. We repaired a dent on the door. We replaced the front lip spoiler. Those tend to get scratched up as you're coming in and out of parking lots. It's pretty low. You've got to be very careful to not scratch them, but still they tend to get scratched or cracked, and so we replaced that on here, but didn't really have to do much else. It really came in excellent condition, so that's always good to see as well. And then as part of that certification, you get the extra Porsche warranty with it. So in this case, you would get 2 years of warranty starting from the day you pick up the car, and unlimited kilometers, so drive it as much as you like. And that is a comprehensive warranty. It's not just the powertrain, your electronics, those kind of things are all covered as well. So it's a nice added benefit buying a pre-owned Porsche from us. You get that certification that can be pretty meaningful. But yeah, that pretty well sums it up. So really nice example. Please do pay us a visit, come down and see it for yourself, and take it for a drive. Thanks a lot for watching.